I would like to take a privilege to tell you that I have recently completed my PhD in civil engineering from SIIT, Thammasat University, Bangkok. And I would also like to tell you that it took almost 10 years for me to complete my PhD degree. 10 years, spending 10 years of one's life is not a joke to achieve one PhD degree. So I have seen many of my fellow friends who were doing PhD along with me have quitted or suffering from mental disorder. I am glad that I survived. I didn't quit. And finally, I did it. And I guess I still have good mental health. Good morning, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. One of my childhood friends asked me, after you get your PhD, what next? What is your achievement? Are you going to earn lots of money? Or are you going to be promoted in your job, in your university? I said, no, everything will remain the same. I am going to get the same amount of salary. And I have been working as a lecturer, and I still have to work as a lecturer in my university. So then what is the achievement of getting PhD? I replied, I have been writing engineer, ER, in front of my name. Now afterwards, I can write doctor, DR, as well in front of my name. That's it. One of the tenant in my home asked me, now you have become a doctor. Would you now become able to do surgery, prescribe a medicine, and injection to patients? It was a very funny question for me. I said, as our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. K.P. Oli once said, there are two types of doctors in our country. The first one is Sui Laune doctor, and the second one is Sui Laune doctor. Unfortunately, I have become the second one. Jokes apart, many people in our country still do not understand the difference between PhD doctor and the medical MBBS doctor. PhD is an honor given to a researcher for contributing the world by finding some new things or innovating new ideas which have never been found by anybody else in the whole world. Whereas MBBS is a bachelor's in surgery or bachelor's in medicine degree. It is a bachelor's level degree, and people also ask which degree is superior. MBBS doctor is superior or PhD doctor is superior. Actually, for doing PhD, first ones have to do his bachelor's degree, and after that, he has to do his master's degree. Only after that, he will become eligible for starting his PhD. And basically, PhD is a 3-year course. If somebody is more unfortunate than me, then it may take more than 10 years. So in this regard, PhD is a topmost degree, and I would say PhD is a higher degree than MBBS degree. But still, I would like to say they are not actually comparable. The degrees are unique. MBBS has its own superior quality, and PhD has its own characteristics and its own superior quality. I also hear people comparing different degrees, like doctors are superior than engineers, engineers are superior than some other professions, and so on. I remember a quote said by a great philosopher, Osho. Once he said, nobody is superior, nobody is inferior, but nobody is equal either. People are simply unique, incomparable. You are you, and I am I. It means all the degrees are unique, all the professions are unique. Basically, all the people are unique. They have their own unique qualities. You have your own superior qualities, and I have my own superior qualities. So I will never be able to become you, and you will never be able to become me. Everybody is genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, then it will live its whole life believing that it is a stupid. Have you noticed I have said another quote by another genius scientist, Albert Einstein? Let me repeat it. Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is a stupid. I heard our Prime Minister is has only studied up to 8th grade, but it doesn't mean that a PhD holder is superior than our Prime Minister. If so, then a PhD holder would have become a Prime Minister. But no, why? Because even though our Prime Minister has only studied up to 8th grade, he has that inherent superior quality to become a Prime Minister, which others do not have. We sometimes compare our Prime Minister with the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, and sometimes we compare our Prime Minister with the President of United States, Mr. Trump. As I said, they are not comparable. They have their own superior qualities. They are unique. And I am glad you all must also agree that our Prime Minister has better sense of humor than the other two. Do you know one more thing? Our Prime Minister has 4 doctorate degree. He is also a doctor and he was provided 4 doctorate degree. That is another type of doctor in which ones do not have to do MBBS or do not have to do PhD. So let me, in my speech, with a quote related to PhD study. In the study of science or engineering, there are 2 parts, theory and practical. Theory is when you know everything, but nothing works. And practical is everything works, no one knows why. So PhD study is a study in which theory and practical are combined. Nothing works and no one knows why. Thank you very much.